Today, we're diving into one of Jesus' teachings often called the parable of the candle, or lamp, under a bushel. This short but profound parable is found in all three synoptic Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Each version gives us unique insights, but the central message remains the same. The light of God's truth, the Gospel, is not something to keep hidden. It's meant to shine brightly, guiding others toward God's kingdom. Let's begin by looking at the key passages where this parable is recorded.
Matthew, chapter 5, verses 14 to 16. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Mark, chapter 4, verses 21 to 22. He said to them, Do you bring in a lamp to put it under a bowl or a bed? Instead, don't you put it on its stand? For whatever is hidden is meant to be disclosed, and whatever is concealed is meant to be brought out into the open. Luke, chapter 8, verses 16 to 17. No one lights a lamp and hides it in a clay jar or puts it under a bed. Instead, they put it on a stand, so that those who come in can see the light. For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open. Luke, chapter 11, verses 33 to 36. No one lights a lamp and puts it in a place where it will be hidden or under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, so that those who come in may see the light. Your eye is the lamp of your body. When your eyes are healthy, your whole body also is full of light. But when they are unhealthy, your body also is full of darkness. See to it, then, that the light within you is not darkness. Therefore, if your whole body is full of light, and no part of it dark, it will be just as full of light as when a lamp shines on you.
As we read these passages, we notice some common threads and some unique details in how each gospel recounts this parable. Let's unpack them together. In all three Gospels, the lamp represents the gospel, the light of God's truth. Jesus uses the image of a lamp to make a simple yet powerful point. A lamp's purpose is to give light, not to be hidden. This light is meant to illuminate, to guide, and to bring clarity to those around it. The core message is clear. As followers of Christ, we are called to let our light shine. That light is not our own. It's the light of Christ within us. It's the truth of the gospel and the evidence of God's work in our lives. Hiding it under a bowl, or keeping it to ourselves, is contrary to its very purpose. Matthew's version, in chapter 5, verses 14 to 16, connects the idea of light with good works. Here, Jesus tells us to let our light shine, so that others may see our good deeds and glorify God. This isn't about showing off or seeking recognition for ourselves. It's about pointing others to God through the way we live our lives. Think of it this way. When you live out your faith through acts of love, kindness, and service, you're reflecting God's light to the world. And when people see that light, it draws them closer to Him. Matthew reminds us that our actions matter. They're a way of glorifying God and helping others encounter His truth. Mark's account in chapter 4, verses 21 to 22, takes a slightly different angle. It focuses on the idea of hidden truths being revealed. Jesus says that whatever is hidden is meant to be disclosed, and whatever is concealed is meant to be brought into the open. This emphasizes the inevitability of God's truth being revealed. Even when people try to suppress or hide it, the light of the gospel cannot be contained. Mark's version challenges us to be bold in proclaiming the truth, knowing that it will ultimately come to light. Luke offers an even deeper layer to the metaphor in two passages. Chapter 8, verses 16 to 17, and chapter 11, verses 33 to 36. In these verses, the lamp imagery is tied to the condition of the individual's spiritual life. Jesus says, Your eye is the lamp of your body. When your eyes are healthy, your whole body also is full of light. Here, the eye represents our spiritual perspective, how we perceive and respond to God's truth. If our spiritual vision is clear and focused on God, our whole being will be full of light. But if our vision is clouded by sin, selfishness, or distractions, darkness takes hold. Luke's version invites us to reflect on our spiritual health. Are we fully open to God's light? Or are there areas of our lives where we're blocking it out? The condition of our hearts directly impacts how brightly we can shine for Christ. So, what can we learn from these different perspectives? All three Gospels agree on the central metaphor. The lamp represents the gospel and God's truth. They each emphasize that the light is meant to be visible, not hidden. Matthew focuses on how our good works bring glory to God and draw others to Him. Mark highlights the unstoppable nature of God's truth. It will be revealed, no matter what. Luke challenges us to examine our inner lives, reminding us that our spiritual health determines how brightly we shine. Together, these accounts give us a rich and multifaceted understanding of what it means to be the light of the world. Now let's take a moment to reflect. Grab a journal or a piece of paper and consider these three questions. Where am I hiding my light? Are there areas in your life where you're holding back from living out your faith? Maybe it's fear of judgment, insecurity, or uncertainty about how to share the gospel. Write down where you feel you might be hiding your light. How can I let my light shine more? Think of practical ways you can let God's light shine through you. Maybe it's an act of kindness, sharing your testimony, standing up for what's right, or simply being a source of encouragement to those around you. What's one small step you can take this week to make your faith more visible? Do a spiritual health check. Is there anything in your life that's dimming the light of Christ in you? It could be a sin you haven't confessed, a relationship that needs mending, or an area where you need God's healing. Be honest with yourself and write down anything that comes to mind. As you finish your journaling, take a moment to pray. Ask God to help you shine brightly for Him, to give you courage to live out your faith, and to purify your heart so His light can shine through you without hindrance. Remember, the light you carry is not your own. It's the light of Christ. It's meant to illuminate the darkness, to guide others to God, and to bring glory to Him. So as you go through your day, let your light shine. Don't hide it under a bushel. Let it shine boldly, consistently, and joyfully for all to see.